Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the channel. My name is Bowden. This is Falls Creek Flips, and after a little while of being absent, this is What Sold Sunday. So hope you guys have been enjoying the Disney collection videos. They've been a lot of fun for me. We are still sorting through. We've got a couple of things listed, but there's a lot there. Now, normally, I do my Sunday videos over on this table here, but you'll see right now I have a massive pile of clothes right here. I've got a massive pile of clothes down here. And honestly, I've got a massive pile of shoes over here. So there's a whole lot of stuff in the way. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going to take you over to my photo area today, and we'll go through our what sold. So here we are, guys. So what we have here is essentially these couple of things here, which I'll go through last, have sold on Depop or Poshmark, but the rest have all sold through eBay. So nice little weekend. Realistically, so most of you know, if you don't know, I'm a reseller part-time. I was working 2 days a week in my business and 3 days a week for someone else. I recently had to go back to full-time work. So I've been transitioning back into full-time work, and I think I'm now hit that precipice where eBay is accepting that I'm being consistent again with my listings. Rather than where I was doing 10 to 15 a day, I dropped it back to 5 a day, and magically I dropped my sales down quite a bit to about 500 a week, and now I've built it back up to where I'm averaging about 900 to $1,000 a week. So super happy about that. eBay's being nice to me again, so really happy. But I'll take you through what has sold, and we'll go from there. So over here, first of all, this is, again, another early pickup from me. It was from a garage sale, I think. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head now. But Elwood, I don't really know the brand very well, but I thought it's new with tags. It says on the tag, $100 retail. And I thought, stuff it, I'll pick it up. It'll probably sell. It's taken well over a year to sell, but it has sold, and it sold for a good price. So I'm not disappointed at that. Always love picking up RM Williams, be it vintage, be it modern. Again, another nice check shirt in an extra large size. The larger the size, normally the quicker it moves, but I still move a lot of mediums, etc. So this RM Williams has gone, and yeah, nice little sale there. This here is a Nike FC Milan jersey. So on an extra large, you'll see here I do have the authentic little swipe there, and if I pull this open, I did have there, but it's been cut out sadly, and I can tell that it's real, but everything else gives me everything should be real, so very happy. And then last of the shirts here from eBay is again another sporting shirt, and it is a Baltimore Ravens on the NFL authentic equipment. So you'll see there we've got the NFL tag, Baltimore Ravens. This is a Joe Flacco jersey. So number 5, it is all stitched, which is awesome. The stitched jerseys always sell better than just your heat print jerseys. So that has gone out the door. Next up, we have these hats here. So I sold 3 hats to the one buyer. They have bought from me before, so I was very happy to deliver 3 hats. They did get them reduced. Not hugely, but just a little bit. So this is a HCG Buckethead Army. So KFC did this a couple of years back, the HCG Buckethead Army. We've got the 2GB Continuous Call Team hat, 873 AM. If you listen to NRL on the radio, you'd know who the Continuous Call Team. And then this throwback, the Illawarra Steelers throwback on the XB X-Blades tag. So pretty much brand new with tags. I think I may have sold it as brand new, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, cool little flip there. Now this was a good one. I found this the other week in my Lifeline, and this is a new open box Christian Dior Sauvage, 100 mils. I picked it up for $10, sold it for $110 within an hour of listing. I'd put it on for $130. Someone made me a $110 offer. I wasn't going to say no to that. A couple of video game sales, Batman the video game, and then these two sold to another return buyer, SSX on Tour and Family Guy. So yeah, it's been a nice little weekend, guys. And then, last but not least, this is probably where we've had some real good results, is Depop and Poshmark have both sold a couple of pieces each. So having 4 sales through the other marketplaces over a weekend is substantial and very exciting for me. So this New Orleans Saints brand new with tags hat has sold. for full price, I think, or $30 maybe. Maybe I took a cut on it. But really nice hat. I had thought of keeping it for myself. Drew Brees is one of my favourite players. I'm not an all New Orleans Saints fan. I just like Drew Brees. So super happy when he won himself a ring. But yeah, Chicago Bears are my team. Here we have, and this is really nice. This is a Nike, vintage Nike, made in UK, Italian football, national football team shirt. So you'll see there the authentic replica. So it is older, so it doesn't have the little inside tag with the product code that is on the neck tag. That's standard for this sort of age, that late 90s, early 2000s. But yeah, really nice jersey. It's their jersey from that period, and super happy that moved. We also have the LeBron James youth size t-shirt, so medium youth size t-shirt. It is the t-shirt jersey here. There's a little bit of gunk on the shirt there. But yeah, really cool little t-shirt jersey with the heat print on it. And you'll see there LeBron James. So guys, always keep an eye out for stuff like that. Kids stuff sells really well as sports gear. So never ever sleep on kids stuff for sports gear. Always look through the boys and the girls section because you'll never know what's going to be hiding. And then last but not least, the classic Levi's. So they have sold as well. They're a 550 women's. So yeah, guys, it's been a really, really strong week on the sales. Apart from that, we're just, like I say, just trying to keep on top of things. You know, 2 boys, a wife that's studying full-time work, and a business. It's a busy little household. Trying to keep things intact, clean, all operating. I really wanted to have this whole room in a much better state than what it currently is, and it's slightly frustrating, but some of you have seen on my Wollongong trip videos that I did recently, Craig. I've just started to give him some of my excess stock that I'm literally just holding on to and I'm not getting to. Some of it is stuff that has been given to me, so Craig got a whole bunch of DVDs off me. So, like, I mean a bunch of like TV series, sealed DVDs, all that sort of stuff that I've purchased over the time, because realistically, it's no use me holding on to that and not getting anywhere with it and it just becoming clutter. I have to move stuff, and I'm probably, on that note, going to have a garage sale soon. I've got a stack of peripherals for PlayStation and stuff, and I reckon if I advertise that I'm having that for sale, have it out the front here, I know that'll move all that stuff nice and quickly. I've checked a couple things on Facebook Marketplace as well, just to try and get them moving. I have a big Monster High castle over here. You can see this. $50 for that with a couple of dolls. I'll see. Hopefully it'll move this week. If not, it'll become part of the garage sale. But yeah, guys, this is where we're at. I really appreciate you continuing to follow, continuing to be part of this. You are going to see some other videos soon. I've got a few in the works. I am going to do a bit of a series on my local op shops and just take you guys for a walk through, get to see them, and then give you guys a bit of a review on them. And I'm going to introduce you to a new member of the Flips family. Well, they're not a member of the Flips family, but I've been doing some sourcing for him, and he's going to start doing some selling for me. And that is a little headway into what's going to come. But this kid, and he is a kid, I can say that, he's 17, he owns his own antique shop, which is just phenomenal. Like, his knowledge is right up there in regards to antiques. He's fantastic. His mum and dad are both there with him, and I've known them for years, probably about 15 years or so. Brody is just fantastic. I'm going to introduce you to him. Make sure you get around him. He's not huge in regards to social media and all that sort of stuff. So once he is here in the limelight, I'm going to break him into it a little bit. He doesn't feel super comfortable, but I know his knowledge, and at his age, he has such a long life ahead of him in regards to vintage and antique dealing, that it's so important for him to get started early in this sort of marketplace of social media, video editing, all that sort of stuff. Because I think his knowledge is phenomenal for some of you out there. It's not just, you know, your pop culture gaming. It's actually a completely different thing. So I've been learning a lot off of him, and I hope that you all can too, and that we can give him some assistance and some education as well in regards to some of that more modern day stuff that we pick as well. So He's going to start selling some of my gear shortly. I'm going to just put some little bits and pieces in his store, but I have been picking up vintage pieces for him for the last couple of weeks, and it just works really, really well because I can go to an op shop, a pick, whatever it is, and I can grab stuff. I don't have to store it. I don't have to ship it. I don't have to list it. I can just take it into him. I don't make as much money as what I potentially would, but I do make a profit, small, medium, whatever it may be. He gets product and it's built that relationship. And that's what this is all about, is finding all of those avenues. Some of you that have been watching since the start, you've seen me do some e-waste stuff, which I still want to try and get into when I'm doing this full time. I've talked about other streams, other methods of income, and that's this whole thing about self-employment is, you can't rely on just one thing. If you do, that's where, if that disappears, your whole income collapses. And that's why, while I need to have steady income in regards to the job to support the family, I will continue to build my business to the point where hopefully it will become the steady income and I can say goodbye to working for someone else. Who knows if that's going to happen, but we will try and do it. Regardless of that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you aren't and you're still here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Be part of this journey as I work my way from full-time employment to full-time self-employment. But most of all, guys, just keep flipping. Catch you next time.
Okay, guys, so here are the figures for the week. We start out with a total sales of $638.94. Our cost of goods is $53. Now, that does include, obviously, a couple of consignments. That is Lego Batman, the Buckethead Army hat, the Inter Milan jersey, and the Nike LeBron James shirt as well. So there's a couple of consignment options, but ultimately nothing too crazy there. From that, we go and we look at our fees and freight, and we have $169.44 there. So that's our fees and freight, and that gives us a net return of $416.50. So you can see, obviously, Poshmark, there's no fees. So the Lakers shirt and the Levi jeans both went at no cost. So that chews down our freight costs. And then also the games, I had 2 games obviously sell to the one buyer, so they went together. And then also the hats, I had the 3 hats, so I didn't pay for extra freight on most of those things. So made our return a lot better, and that's always, what we're after. We want to see how we can obviously get better returns. So what we'll do now, sorry, my brain is going blank. But then, yeah, so our average sale price, our ASP, is $42.60. So that's pretty good, especially seeing as we had a couple of lower ones there, a couple of games sell, etc. To still have $42.60 as an ASP is pretty nice. Obviously, that was pushed up nicely by that Christian Dior perfume and the vintage Italian national football team jersey, both at that 100 plus level. So guys, that's what we've done. I really appreciate you guys sticking around and hearing this out. If you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. But otherwise, guys, we'll catch you next time here on Falls Creek Flips.